redesigned Audi Q7 has been a long time coming, given the previous generation was around for 9 model years. That's a lot of time in the automotive world, so let's see what the rebirth has brought us. Now, in many ways, the new Q7 looks a lot more wagon-like than its predecessor, which had a more conventional SUV shape, and that's despite the fact that overall height is the same. Length decreases about 1.5 inches overall, but maybe part of the wagon-like thing you're seeing is the fact that it maybe rides a little bit lower. The cargo area, about 2 inches lower than before, according to Audi. Inside the new Q7, a very spacious interior actually, and a lot of areas just kind of fall away from you. There's a large wide center console here, but it doesn't kind of impose up on knee room very much. There's actually a very nice layout here, easy to sort of stretch out a little bit. There's a screen here that rises out of the center part of the dash. It works through Audi's Mmi system here, has a larger thumb pad than in any of the brand's existing models. You can pinch to zoom in or zoom out along the map. You can swipe to kind of move along apps in the system here. There's also a familiar knob if you want to use that and use kind of the quadrants for radio, media, navigation, and telephone use below it. Pretty intuitive layout there, I gotta say. Now, one of the issues with the old Q7 was that despite its imposing exterior size, it just didn't have that much space on the inside. Audi says that it has improved headroom in the first and second rows, it's improved legroom in the second row, so let's check those out. Good packaging in the second row with a combination of decent headroom and a pretty good seating height off the floor, so adults should have enough thigh support here. Lots of legroom left over. As you can see, I'm 6 feet tall and that's where I would sit to drive. Lots left over. And the seats here move forward and backward a few inches. They also have a lot of reclining angles, so if you look here, I can go all the way back this far, come all the way up this much. And all 3 seats kind of do it on their own. So if the center seat needs to move forward or backward a little, if you need to move this forward to have easier access to a baby in a car seat, you can do that. It also reclines separately on its own right here. Let's take a look real quick at the optional third row. Obviously an occasional use third row, probably not best suited for adults. Pretty tight in terms of legroom here. You'd have to have the second row scooted forward a little bit if anybody really wanted to sit back here. Headroom actually is okay though. The second row seats, they sort of tumble forward here to get back to the third row. There's not really a walk-in feature, so obviously not the best packaging here, but again, it's an optional third row. It's not standard, so you wouldn't expect this car to be kind of ideally suited for it. A lot of different drivetrains, including a turbo 4-cylinder, diesel 6-cylinder engines, even a plug-in hybrid drivetrain coming at some point. We don't know exactly which drivetrains will come here versus which ones will be Europe only. Other details also kind of sparse on the car. Pricing, obviously on sale date, that'll all be announced later on. We won't even know actually when the car goes on sale until later this year, so stay tuned for more details.